I'm Andy Bales, CEO of Union Rescue Mission, bringing you a end of January update. It's hard to believe how the year is going by so quickly. We're reporting from the Union Rescue Mission boardroom, many graduates in the past up on the wall. And we had a big surprise happen to us just at the end of 2019. I received a call from Pastor Dan Anderson. He had received a call from a local pastor asking, this was late Friday night, and asking if we would like to have Kanye West perform and carry out a ministry in our gym on Sunday, that next Sunday. And so I scrambled, I asked our board of directors, I alerted our team, and we decided to do what we do every day, welcome people with grace. And boy, were we in for something. The gym was like an earthquake. My watch went off and said I was doing damage to my ears from sound. And we had the time of our lives worshiping God. And the thing that stood out to me and made me know we'd made the right decision, Kanye said, I've been distracted for so many years, but now I'm doing what God wants me to do. And he went on to describe the changes in his life, a complete life transformation through Jesus Christ. And I'd encourage you to pray for Kanye as he's decided now. This was his 52nd week of Sunday service, and now he's taking it around the world and maybe coming back to do one more event for us if he can fit it in his schedule. But we had a great night. And then last year I spent the night on the streets on New Year's Eve. I had grown fed up with leaving 41,000 people at that time on the streets. And I wanted to do something to speak out about 41,000 people being left on the streets. And I remained fed up, so I decided again to go out on New Year's Eve this year and spend the night out. And I had some folks join me, although I didn't plan on anyone joining me. And the hashtag for this one was 44,000 plus more than one, because we now have 3,000 more, 44,000 suffering on the streets. And I've got to tell you, one night did me in. I couldn't stay awake even through breakfast after spending a cold night out. We had some success. We had two men come to us and get referred to the mission that night. One young man lost his job, lost his apartment, lost his car, and he said, I'm becoming someone I'm not. The homelessness was devastating him. And we all convinced him that he needed rest. Please go to Union Rescue Mission and rest. And we prayed for this young man, and he indeed came to Union Rescue Mission for a time of rest. That very evening, I was alerted by our new Vice President of Operations, Myra Harris, that our ladies had finally moved in to our sprung structure on New Year's Eve. We were, while you all and the world was out celebrating, ushering in the new year, we were so excited to move our ladies who were then on air mattresses in our gym only at night into 24/7 comprehensive care and shelter in our sprung structure. So 120 ladies moved in and they were excited. I just received a report today that said they are so comfortable that mostly they sleep 24/7 because they've been so worn out by homelessness for so long. And we were told, you know, Andy, the gangs are mad at you, and I couldn't figure it out, but we figured out we took 120 ladies out of the gang economy, and that's why they were upset. And that makes me want to take all the ladies out of their hands, and we can only do that because of your help, so thank you. This was your accomplishment, not ours. We have some great news. We suffered the loss of UCLA moving out of our clinic space. They've been with us for like 27 years, almost 30 years, serving our guests, and we didn't know quite what to do. And early on, I reached out to the Director of Health Services, and UCLA has followed up. And in just a few weeks, we are going to welcome the LA County Department of Health Services into that clinic space, and they are going to provide more health services than we ever had and serve our guests with more health opportunities than we've ever had at Union Rescue Mission before. It's going to be a great day, and I believe the grand opening is February 14th, and if you would like to come to Union Rescue Mission to see that happen, just email me at abales, A-B-A-L-E-S, at urm.org, and you'll be able to come that day, the grand opening of the Department of Health Services at Union Rescue Mission. I didn't make it onto ABC Newsmakers with Adrian Alpert in the fall, but shortly after the new year, I was able to be on and again repeat that this crisis of homelessness in Los Angeles is a FEMA-like crisis and urgent situation. It needs to be treated like the FEMA crisis that it is. And interestingly enough, shortly after, our governor declared that this is a FEMA-like crisis, suggested using FEMA trailers throughout our state, and is moving toward requiring all cities to address homelessness and get people immediately off the streets. And meanwhile, we've been crying out to the federal government and all, really pushing the agenda that we cannot continue to leave 44,000 people on the streets to die. 3 to 4 people die every day on the streets of Los Angeles from complications of homelessness. People who are homeless make up 1% of the population, but they make up 17% of the homicide victims. And sure enough, now Ben Carson and our president are working in conjunction with our city mayor and our county supervisors, and they are going to begin to partner, and they're negotiating right now. Please keep this in your prayers. They're negotiating right now to form a partnership to better address this FEMA-like crisis and get Angelenos off of our streets. It's a great day, a historic day, and Union Rescue Mission played a part. And we couldn't have done any of this, along with the work that we do every day for over 1,250 guests, without your support. You are our key partners that continue to make it happen. I want to remind you that the LA Mayor's Prayer Breakfast is coming up, and we have special speaker, keynote speaker, Greg Laurie attending. We could have a special musical guest also coming February 22nd at the Westin Bonaventure, and pray for our mayor, pray for our city leaders, and perhaps the mayor himself will come and address the crowd, but we need you there, and we need you to pray for revival for our city. We also want to make you aware that the Angels of Hope is coming up. Our celebration that supports Hope Gardens is coming up on March 14th. Mark that in your calendars, and hope to see you all there. And again, we couldn't do any of this good work, this life-saving, life-changing work without you. God bless you.